I said on Friday that I think Donald Trump is going to be absolutely fine for a couple of different reasons. One, it's that evil has antiviral properties. Two, that he never suffers any consequences, and I doubt that it will be an exception here. And three, he's receiving literally the best treatment that any human on earth could. Like nobody's gonna get the treatment he is. So he's got a great chance of doing quite well. And apparently, if you believe them at Walter Reed, it is working. So at the briefing at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center, where the president is being treated, his doctors over the weekend said he's doing very well and had improved so much he could be discharged as soon as Monday. So that's what the doctors say, to the extent that you can trust these doctors. On the other hand, we also found out over the weekend that Donald Trump apparently really wants to get out of that hospital. He's apparently demanding to go back to the White House yesterday, two sources said. He's done with the hospital, one of the sources said. Trump is concerned the sight of him being hospitalized makes him look weak, which, obviously he thinks that. That's the most predictable thing in the world. So Francesca, like the doctors are saying he's gonna be just fine so he can be discharged, which could be true. But we also know he doesn't wanna be in there, so.
Everything about his behavior since the diagnosis shows that sadly, he still doesn't take this seriously. He doesn't take his own illness seriously. It's on his doorstep. It's inside of him, inside of his wife. That sounds weird. And all like half of the Trump administration, and he's still not taking this seriously. And the fact that he wants to go home and leave the hospital is a red alert. The White House should not let him back inside. Half of the people in there and all the tours that I assume they're still running are also infected, right? It's in the walls, people. And of course, he thinks it projects that he's weak, et cetera, because that's the exact opposite of his fantasy land diagnoses, his medical charts that are like through the roof. Wow, literally strong like ox. My goodness, we've compared the ox DNA to Trump's DNA, and man, Trump's DNA is better. Can I keep talking about DNA? Great DNA, great genes. Like it's so. The thing is I think about Obama, I think about any other president who might just kind of be like, this is serious. I feel like crap. 210,000 Americans are dead. Millions have been affected. Maybe I'll just take a moment and be like, wow, this is serious. Everyone take precautions. Look at me, I'm resting. I am, I'm chilling. Hey, I'm watching Fox News, my favorite activity. Do something that shows that you are a human when humans get sick.
Yeah. And I will say that reaction, a lot of what you just said, makes me question some of the initial explanations as to why they were announcing it, whether he actually had all of that. Yeah, no, he doesn't want to be seen to be in the hospital or whatever. Hypothetically, it could get him some sympathy or something like that, but he doesn't want that. So I think it's important to bear that in mind. But let's talk a little bit about what they're doing to get him back on his feet. And by the way, he might be released as of today for either of the two reasons we've talked about, either because he had a mild form of the virus. They gave him every medicine known to man and some unknown to man. And so he's just going to be okay and he's gonna leave, or because he just doesn't want to be at the hospital and he'd love the idea of projecting that he got over it in just a couple of days. For either of those reasons, legitimate or deceptive, he could go home as of today. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.